I'm pregnant, Olivia, with your husband's baby.
What? Wait, is this some type of cruel joke, Mia?
Cruel? What's cruel is that your husband had to deal with you for a whole year, and you couldn't even give him a child. But I have.
Olivia couldn't believe her own sister had betrayed her like this, that her entire life was a lie.
What is this?
Divorce papers. He wanted me to get you to sign them tonight.
No, I don't believe you.
Mia, give me back my phone, Mia! I know you hate me, but you're still my sister.
Oh, God.
Why would you do this to me?
If it makes you feel any better, we're not even related. Turns out Mommy and Daddy adopted you. Family secrets or whatever. But you can read more about that. There's documentation behind the divorce papers.
But Mia was lying. There was never an affair, just a jealous woman's attempt to steal her sister's husband. Little did Olivia know, Ethan's signature wasn't on these divorce papers. But Mia wasn't going to tell her that.
Outside. But on one condition.
It had been a long time since Olivia had been back in New York after her sister and her husband betrayed her. But first, she was going to have some fun.
Are you here?
Olivia never thought she'd be back in this city.
Yep. I can't believe I'm in New York. First thing I'm doing is with some hottie off the app.
Oh my God, you're bad.
Olivia had never done anything like this before, but this is exactly what she needed. Being back in a city where she has a lot of painful memories. Olivia had just wanted a meaningless. She wanted to never see this man again.
No. It can't be.
The man was Ethan, aka her ex-husband, the one who had gotten her own sister pregnant. Olivia was humiliated. She needed to get out of here, and fast. Ethan joined the app on a whim. 5 years ago, the woman he loved left him with the divorce papers, while her sister pursued him relentlessly. He's always tried to forget about his ex, so why now? Why was this woman he never planned on seeing again, causing feelings that reminded him of what they had?
Fun night, boss?
Look, I'm gonna need you to figure out who booked that hotel room I was in last night.
On it. Hey, so the hotel mentioned that the room of the person you're in used a man's identity to register.
Okay, but can you just dig a little deeper, see if you can find anything?
Where the hell were you last night, Ethan? And why didn't you answer my calls?
Well, that was certainly dramatic.
I'm not upset. I'm worried about you. I kept calling and there was no response all night.
I was working late. I've been working late, Mia.
Mia had tried to get Ethan to love her the way she loved him, the way he had loved her sister, Olivia. But he had never been interested in Mia like that.
I just get jealous.
Jealous of what? You scare them all away.
Was it possible Ethan knew what Mia had done to Olivia 5 years ago?
What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
He couldn't possibly know, right?
Honey, you don't look so good.
You won't believe what happened.
Hannah and Olivia have been best friends since college. Even after years apart, picking back up was easy for them.
So on your first day back in New York, you end up with your ex-husband. Okay, that's unlucky. Do you think you ever run into him again?
No way. Like, New York is huge. God help me if I see him again.
When Olivia was told that Mia was pregnant with Ethan's baby, she signed the divorce papers and left the country. She kept the last name Smith because it's what she's always known, but she still had no information about her biological parents and no idea that Ethan never signed those same divorce papers.
This is one of the top-ranked law firms in the country. And we hired you because of the work that you did for the tribal community of Africa. So your reputation clearly precedes you. And from now on, you'll be the backbone of this office.
That's such an honor.
And believe me, once the news is spread that the internationally renowned lawyer Olivia Smith had returned to New York, we started receiving a lot of appointments to work with you.
Well, don't worry. I've definitely come prepared.
Get ready. You'll be busy.
You lead the way.
Here's your next case.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry, your new client's here.
Oh, okay. You can bring them right in.
How's it going?
Ethan had never anticipated running into his wife after 5 years, especially here.
Olivia?
Ethan?
Where you going, Mr. Clark?
I'm going to need a different lawyer. You're gonna have to get me someone else.
Mr. Clark, Olivia may be new here, but she's an extremely competent lawyer. Given how important this case is to our firm and to the Clark family business, we just wanted to put our best foot forward. That's why you're with Olivia.
Fine. Fine, I'll talk to her.
Thank you, Mr. Clark. All right, guys, where were we?
Look, neither of us are happy about this, okay? But I have to ask you some questions about your case.
Your boss seems to think that you're the only one that can ensure me a victory.
Look, I need to thoroughly investigate the records of your company. Will you cooperate?
Yeah, I'll cooperate. First, I have a question for you, Miss Smith.
Yes.
5 years ago, my ex-wife left me a divorce agreement with no warning. Hypothetically, what would be the legal consequences if I chose to pursue some action now?
Excuse me? Mr. Clark, let's focus on the case that's in front of us. Losing it could jeopardize the position of Clark Corporation.
Fine. Whatever you say.
Mr. Clark, we'd love to take you to dinner. Maybe you two can get a chance to discuss the case in more detail. Great, it's settled. Olivia, get ready. You'll be joining Mr. Clark for dinner.
Of course, it would be my pleasure. But Mr. Clark looks very busy. Maybe we could postpone it?
You know what? Dinner sounds good.
Fine, great.
Olivia couldn't believe after sleeping with her ex-husband randomly, she was being forced to go to dinner with him now too. But not everyone is too happy that Olivia is back in town. Olivia couldn't believe Ethan blamed her for the divorce. She had loved him deeply in the past. They were so happy together. Now she returned to the city only to get him as her first client.
All right. Can the best lawyer in town answer my previous question now? God, you are so stubborn. You haven't changed a bit. Well, I'm done. I'll be pulling my case first thing in the morning.
Really is you. What are you even doing here? Have you no shame?
Don't you have better things to do than to stalk me?
Didn't you run away like a failed wife 5 years ago?
I don't have time for this.
I'm warning you. Ethan is mine. And I'm only going to say this once. You're not allowed to see him.
Are you feeling a little insecure? Don't you remember that you were the one who with your sister's husband 5 years ago? Are you afraid of a little divine retribution?
Don't try to do it for me.
I wasn't. I didn't even know you had a conscience. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Look, I know we've had to meet a lot about this case, but we are almost finished. Look, my plan is to initiate contact with the council first. If they express any interest in a private settlement, then we can schedule a meeting and go from there. So, what do you think?
I think I need a new lawyer.
But Ethan didn't want a new lawyer. He wanted Olivia. He needed to hire her back. It was the only way to stay close to her.
Olivia! I can deal with you being my lawyer. If you want to stay on the case, that is.
Over the next week, Olivia continued to work on Ethan's case diligently. As hard as it was to be around him, she wanted to help.
You know, if they don't introduce any new evidence, then they're likely to settle privately. I mean, going to court, it isn't a guaranteed win.
Yeah, but what about all the time and money we spent?
That's a small price to pay compared to going to trial.
Well, yeah, that's easy for you to say. It's not your money anymore. You don't care.
I've always cared. I've cared. If you're willing to take the risk, then I could countersue for damaging Clark's reputation.
Yeah. Yeah, take action on that. But don't just talk about it. I know you were always good at talking.
Why was Ethan still pretending their divorce was her fault? Olivia couldn't understand.
Sorry.
See? I told you, she's trying to take him away from me.
I thought you said you replaced her, Ethan. I told you to get a new lawyer.
Please, Mother, I can take care of this on my own.
Oh, clearly not. What the hell was going on there? And why are you still here? You're divorced, don't you remember? Don't you dare try to seduce my son.
I'm the lawyer hired by the Clark firm. Other than that, I have nothing to do with your son.
Well, if you're not trying to get back with Ethan, then why are you here? There's plenty of lawyers out there, yet you just happen to be the one. You should have stayed abroad and never returned.
I can go anywhere I please. You no longer have any say in my personal business.
Please, Mom, stop it. Stop
Are
right
you
now.
actually protecting her?
Ethan, she's an outsider, an adopted little nobody. Why upset your mother for her?
Okay, look. She's got the Clark's family business in her hands. If we lose this legal case, we go bankrupt and we all beg together as a family.
Oh, Ethan, you're so naive. She's clearly lying to you. Do you really think that we could lose it all over a single case? She's just doing this to get close to you.
You know what? Fine. I don't have time for this, okay? If you want to replace me, Mr. Clark, inform my firm, and I won't come back.
First, before you leave this room, you will promise me that you will never go after my son again.
Don't worry. I'm not interested in your son. Even if all the men in the world were dead, I wouldn't consider him. Not after what he did to me. Excuse me.
Ethan, don't make me run after you.
You need to let me handle my own affairs, Mother. Olivia's going to remain my lawyer, and that's final.
What is so special about this woman? She's not even a part of the Smith family. She was adopted, for crying out loud.
Did you only let me marry her because she was a Smith?
Well, yes. I'm not gonna let you make the wrong choice again.
You ruined everything!
Get your hands off me, Mia!
You're so shameless, you know that? You divorced Ethan, remember? So stop clinging on to him.
But do you remember why I divorced him, Mia?
Cry me a river. So just because you didn't have a chance to have a kid, you're jealous because I could?
Wait, your child? The one that you had 5 years ago? Where are they now, Mia? Here's what I think. I think that you faked your pregnancy so that I could leave. Clever move, sis. I must respect that.
I'm warning you. Don't try to get close to Ethan, or you will regret it.
I'll regret it. Face it, Mia. You're petrified that I'm back because maybe, just maybe, I might have to reveal the conditions that you agreed upon 5 years ago before I signed my divorce papers.
You wouldn't dare.
Try me.
What were the terms that Olivia signed the papers under? What will this mean for Mia? And will Olivia ever find out that Ethan never signed the divorce papers?
Click the link in the description or the box here and binge all episodes of Secrets I Keep From My Ex now. Trust me, you don't want to miss.